So, Libra, before I begin this reading, I just have to say that this could be past, present, or future energy. However, I feel like the energy starts as soon as you click onto this reading. This could be you, vice versa, or energy around you. I hope this resonates with you. If it is meant for you, it will resonate. If not, please check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. Libra. So I have to say before I begin that someone is admiring you. I'm hearing the stars shine for you. Look at the stars. Everything. They're looking upon everything that you could be together. And they see so much ahead, so much possibility. I'm not sure whether this can happen. I'm not sure if this is already a relationship or perhaps this is an admirer. But they're a little bit sad because of how much they care about you. Perhaps it's, you know, when you're so happy that you feel kind of, it's emotional, you know. So that's what I'm picking up, Libra. So let's get started with this reading. I'm going to look at you and your energy and your partner's energy. So at first we'll start with yours, you know, and expect any messages that are lessons to come through first. You know, any sort of pain perhaps would come through first, and we'll look at how you've overcome this, that sort of energy, you know, and also with your partner as well. So we'll see where this goes. I don't know yet. We are on this journey together. Okay. So, current situation for Libra. You're in deep thought right now, and you're thinking about the future, and for the first time in a while, they're showing me this path. This is what my guides are showing me. There's a path and there's light, and the light is just blinding. Okay, so it builds and builds and builds, and then the whole vision just becomes this white light. Okay, so that's interesting. I feel that's a metaphor, okay, for whatever is in the future. And you're thinking about this, and you're thinking about them, and it could be simply that they light you up. But I'm seeing here a specific path that you're walking towards here. Okay, so this is your current situation. And you're not going to come out of, you know, this deep thought. You're going to take your time, I feel. And this, in a way, is self-discovery. You're looking at life from all paths, all situations, all angles. And you're coming to some really interesting conclusions here. So this is a time of introspection, which leads to a feeling of knowing, a feeling of discovery, of self-discovery, or perhaps this relationship, coming to the realization that this relationship is an energy that's this is going to be around you for a very long time. This hope, this bliss. Okay. Okay. King of Wands. So this is future thinking. You're looking deep into the future here. You're really digging deep within yourself. And you're using a lot of your intuition. You want to know if everything is going to work out. And in a way, that white light that I was talking about, that white light is so blinding that you really can't see. I mean, as much as you want to and as much as you try and envision the future, you really can't see everything ahead. And you see how this person is leaning forward? This is someone looking quite deeply, trying to find out, but they can't. So I feel like there's a lot that you want to understand and gain clarity over, and I feel like you are doing that, but you're realizing that sometimes you're going to have to sit back and wait and see how this goes, okay? And this is a relationship, this is a love reading, so this could be, you're just very much interested, you're very much ready to invest in yourself, and is this the one? Is this the person I'm going to be with for the rest of my life? And you're observing them. You're taking time to listen, taking time to really just admire them. Be with each other. Admire, the little things like their smile, the way they look at you. Happiness is really important, and passion. And there's a lot of passion here, that's for sure. So, yeah, a very playful couple. An energy, a light-hearted energy, but also knowing when to be serious. Okay? So that's really quite beautiful start, Libra. Okay. So the next card out for you. Okay, 3 have come out, and I think I'm going to take them all. I'm being guided. So we have the World card. So you're really taking time to look at the bigger picture. You could have been planning something, planning a journey, planning really big aspirations for this relationship moving forward. And you're coming out of that now, because if you have a look, Libra, the Hanged Man, you see, is this way up. And the World card is just the Hangman, you see? You see here? Sorry, there we go. The Hanged Man and the World card are similar, but what's different here is the World card is once someone has come to those realizations, once they have, this is a journey of self-discovery here, this is a journey of deep thought and taking the time to come to realizations, okay? And the World card is they've come to these realizations, they know everything that they need to know in order to move forward and make the right decisions. They have everything balanced, okay? And this is almost, the World card can almost be a compass, because it's saying that you know the right way now, you've been led down the right path, and you're taking that path, you're taking that big step, and this is a big step, okay? So, a really big step in life. And the World card, this is about everything coming together in unity, so being certain of your passion, the way you feel. This is fire energy, this is earth energy, water energy, air energy, so, you know, being very much in sync with your thoughts and actions, and you know, everything underneath, all those feelings that you have that are quite deep, okay? And acting upon them. If I feel like I really need to expand on this, because both did come out, okay? And the Hangman is, you know, right before the World card, okay? So I'll give you a metaphor again. So you see, imagine you've been planning a trip around the world, okay? And this trip you have saved up for perhaps 2 to 3 years. And you've been putting everything into this, you've been investing everything into this, you've been writing about in a journal about what you expect or what you want to do, and it's really, you don't really know what's ahead on this you know, trip around the world, but you know that it's going to be quite substantial, and you can kind of get a gist of it. You can get a gist of it, and it's very much so important to you, and you're just very much, you know, okay, what do I do here? I do here. Oh, if this happens unexpectedly, I'll do this, okay? So you're really thinking about that, and then you gather everything, and finally you have planned the whole trip, you've saved up everything you can for this trip, and you're ready to take that leap, you're ready to take that step on the plane, and you know that this is going to be a journey that's going to be quite substantial, quite enlightening, okay? So it's about after the planning, after the saving, it's about getting on that plane and really taking part in going around the world, travelling around the world, okay? So, you know, however that resonates, Libra, okay? It's very much your decision to make here, and I feel like you are very much here coming to a full perspective about something in your life, and this could be the relationship, okay? So we have the, oh yes, we do have 2 other cards. I did accept them. So we have the 10 of Swords here, but please don't worry, because if this is next to the World card, this is me feeling like this message for you is saying these swords are coming out now. You have, I feel, reflected on all the pain and perhaps any sort of loss that has occurred, and there's good karma ahead, there's really positive, a positive journey ahead for you, okay? And that could be this relationship, okay? You know, you have to really keep that in mind here. So moving forward, I mean, you are going to have complete happiness here. I'm seeing the opposite of the 10 of Swords. So these come out and you can breathe again, okay? This is that kind of feeling. And, you know, there was a lot of overthinking. There was a lot of periods in your life where you hit rock bottom before this relationship, okay? It could be in the relationship for some of you, but I really feel like it was before. There are real periods where you hit rock bottom and you didn't know if you could make it out of those situations. You know, you were really at a point in your life where it was all or nothing and you were ready to just give up. And by give up, I don't mean you know, literally, I mean, you know, commitments in your life that you had been working hard to sustain. You know, you reached your limit and you really did, you know, for you, giving up was more to do with not putting in all the effort, okay? And because you have been hard at work, you have been trying to build yourself, and those rewards are going to come for you, Libra, I feel, in whatever way. And that could be little things here and there, but in those little things that you experience, there's a lot more to them than I think you expect. And you know, this is about you know, the wider perspective, but also the little things that make up that wider perspective, okay? So, wow, this is destined. This is what I'm hearing my guides are saying. This is a destined journey for you that you're about to embark on. Okay, so maybe you're on the path for this now. This is your current situation. So this is your path right now. This is where you're leading to. Okay, if this resonates. And this is going to be quite committed. This is going to be quite stable. I mean, there will be ups and downs here and there. You go around the world, right? There'll be ups and downs, but the world will keep spinning, okay? That's what I'm saying. And before, at points in your life, there was real wondering whether you could, and I feel like you really do appreciate balance. You appreciate calmness and peace in your life, and you know, sometimes it's hard to maintain that and keep going and going and going, pushing and pushing and pushing for equality, for, you know, what you really deserve. And, you know, you're getting that now, you're reaping those rewards. And these swords, again, these are coming out, okay? So you see, and let me just show you this again, because I'm not sure if I did show you properly, but you see the Hangman coming to some realizations here, and then knowing everything, a full perspective. See? So that's the really significant pair, and these are both major arcana. Okay? So this means that this is something quite substantial within your life, okay? And yeah, this is really interesting, and you're moving forward. So this is commitment, this is trusting the journey ahead. This is someone that's planned, and they can take a step back and look at what's happened so far and assess how they approach this situation with faith, and they're the most reliable, okay? So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying you're approaching this relationship moving forward with a real sense of faith, okay? And there's light ahead of you, there's a path that's lit up, and yes, this is divinely guided, I feel. Okay, so that is your energy. I usually do pull 3 cards. I was going to pull 3 cards for you, and then 3 cards for your partner. I'm going to go with 5 now. I feel like that's important. So perhaps you want to know about your partner and where they're going, and it's going to be quite an in-depth reading, I feel. So let's see, Libra, your partner. Messages regarding love for Libra's partner. What is their current situation regarding love? Libra's partner. Okay. Wow, Libra. Is this why you're coming to some realizations? We have the 2 of Cups here for your partner. So they are feeling quite complete. They feel like this is an equal relationship, a mutual exchange here of cups, of feelings, of love. They look at each other, you know, they're looking at you, and they feel a deep sense of understanding, a deep sense of connection, and they see someone that they can be with for the rest of their life. And I'm noticing this white, you know, she's wearing white, and I'm thinking, you know, maybe she wants to, I don't know why I'm saying she. I guess it's because I'm looking at this lady here, okay, but the energy can be masculine or feminine. this person is thinking about marriage when they look at you. Okay? They're thinking about marriage when they look at you. With this white dress here. And perhaps they see as well you're sincere. They see your purity. You know, they see your pure intentions and your care. I don't know why they're giving me an image of this lady in the picture scrunching her face. I don't know, just a little bit. There's something. I don't know if that's like them being upset about, like, so happy. Oh yeah, at the beginning of the reading I said, didn't I? I said that I'm getting sad energy, but it's almost like it's not sad, it's so happy that they could be up. You know what I'm saying? So happy they could be upset. So I'm feeling here that they're so happy about this connection that it could just overwhelm them so much, okay? I feel, wow, this is quite a, you know, whoever this resonates with, this is love right here. And I did get that as well, but I didn't want to say it out loud yet. My guides told me at the beginning, they said, this is love, this is true love. And I thought, you know, I want to see for myself what's going on. And, you know, this is beautiful energy. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords for your partner. So the Hangman and the Four of Swords, they're quite, you know, it's quite similar. It's a little bit similar energy, okay? This is someone, they're taking their time with you. They're appreciating how far you've come so far and all the challenges that you have faced together. They want to know the best path forward because they are very serious, and this is about them looking at the life they truly want to live, okay, and really thinking about where their life is going, seeing situations for what they really are, and realizing what's most important. So this is about them realizing that you may be a very significant part of their life and you're perhaps one of the most important priorities in their life, and that's the truth for what it really is deep to their core, okay? And they have overcome so much in their life that they really are appreciative for this relationship. So I'm getting that perhaps their partners before, they weren't as if they were long term, they just weren't sustainable, and they're seeing that this is very much long term, okay? And in the past when they've been hurt, you know, they're kind of glad in a way because they've overcome them, they've overcome these situations, and this is what has brought them to you, okay? So that's what I'm picking up on for the Four of Swords. And I forgot to mention that my personal readings, I'm actually addressing them now for March, okay? So if there's anyone that does want a personal reading, please make sure that if you want this in April, and the deadline is at the end of March, okay? And then I'm going to be doing all of those readings in April, because if you submit in April, then I reply at the start of May, okay? So you'll have to wait a lot longer. So if you want to get a personal reading quite quickly, okay, within April, then you have to apply in March, okay? So you have a few days left, so be sure to check that out if you're interested, because this is a general reading. I don't know if I explained that correctly. Okay, let's move forward anyway. I just had to put that out there before I forgot. I did look at the timestamp on my camera at exactly 2222 when that came up. So I would like to say that perhaps the number 2 is quite significant to you. That could mean something. And we have the Hermit card. So your partner is, I feel like they're taking time by themselves to really think about this relationship, and you know, they also admire your private time together, your intimate times together, where it's just the two of you. But I'm feeling like here, this is such a big decision, this is such a big path forward, that sometimes they need to take a step back and be by themselves to really gain perspective and to really gain a sense of, I feel just, I don't want to say control, but I'm going to say control, a sense of control over the situation, because at times perhaps it's overwhelming them that this is such a good connection, this is such a beautiful connection. Okay, so, and that's nothing bad, okay? I'm seeing here a blanket, you know what they're wearing, I'm seeing that as a blanket, and this is telling me that they find great comfort right now in being able to, you know, think about this relationship quite deeply and be by themselves at times, okay? You know, that's their security, that's their safety blanket that they have, and beautiful. And you see they're following their dreams here. So the Star card is all about dreams, okay? And this Hermit, they have a star in the light ahead, and this is them following their dreams. So, oh wow, oh how beautiful. Okay, so my guides, they just said, okay, this is for some of you as well, that this star, this is you, okay? And they're holding you and they're admiring you, and they're taking you with them on this period of introspection, on this period of going within themselves and needing time, you know, with themselves, you know? So perhaps you are with them in a way, but you know, they're holding this, and this is you, and they're admiring you so much. Oh, how beautiful. I really... And it's like being able to see you, they see a sense of growth within them, they see a sense of self-growth, and you know, in a way you're one of their accomplishments in life. They see you as a success in their life, a victory in their life. I mean, it could be that their life was leading up to this point. They do have other commitments as well though, but I'm saying in regards to a relationship, there's a real sense of wow, this was meant to be, you know, as in me, this is how I'm feeling towards you. This was meant to be. And you see how they've got a beard here, you know, they're quite wise, they're quite experienced, they're quite knowledgeable, and that's actually saying I'm feeling, you know, those feelings, those words to me are when they look at you, okay? So it's like saying I've grown so much, and this is the love that I've been rewarded with for everything that I've been through. So it's very beautiful, Libra. I have a little bit of goosebumps, okay? And I feel a bit emotional, so I'm tapping into their energy, and I do feel a little bit like crying, okay? So, you know, this is a real beautiful moment, okay? Wow, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And this beautiful gem, this beautiful, beautiful angel, okay, that you're with, you can trust them completely, okay? Okay, let's move on. Libra. Libra's partner, their current situation. So, you know, taking a step back, taking time, and feeling quite complete. And you know, they're looking at this star and they're saying, that's mine, like they're my partner. This is my partner right here, and it's so adorable. I don't know why I'm thinking, you know, in the blankets, you know, perhaps you find them really adorable, Libra. So this person is mine forever. I can't believe it. Okay, that's oh, how beautiful. Okay. I don't know whether they express this to you or not, because this is about going within, you know, these cards, but I feel like you're within them, so, you know. Okay, this card wants to come out. Okay, the Magician card. So they're working hard to manifest what they would like out of this relationship. They're, I feel, putting everything on the table here. They have their emotions that they are growing, their ideas are growing. They want their actions to represent their ideas, and they want to extend a deep commitment with you. And what I'm getting here is a lot of preparation. So the Magician is all about the inception of something special here. And you know, the Empress is this is number 1, okay? The Empress is number 3. And the number 2 is about decisions. So the Magician card is the inception of something before a decision. And then number 3 is the Empress, which is the creation here. So they're really at the start of something, okay? And they're putting everything out on the table, and they're wanting these flowers to grow, okay? They're seeing their future. They're seeing these flowers in front of them as both of yours. So they're accepting you as part of them. And I get that as well with the 2 of Cups here. They're accepting you as part of them, and everything they put on the table is because they're saying, hey, look, this is both of us now. This is both of us, and I'm bringing everything forward. So, and you see the infinity, it's like 2 circles, 2 people, 2 circles coming together to form an infinity sign, okay? So this is about really in a union type energy, okay? Of focusing on both of you. But, you know, going within themselves, but I mean in regards to this relationship, I feel like they're really wanting this to be, in a way, a real partnership, a real sense of both of you, okay? Both of you coming together here. As one, okay? And that's the World card as well. The World card is about everything coming together as one. All of the signs, as I said, it's earth, water, fire, air, all of the signs coming together. So there's a real sense here of a long-standing commitment that is going to be a real union, okay? And they are understanding this. This is what they're thinking, okay? So that's the current situation. Now let's move forward. Okay. So we have the 5 of Pentacles. This person was quite deprived in the past, and that could be in any sense, okay, however it resonates. Maybe they haven't told you, but they very much had a period in their life where they lacked a lot. They felt outside in the cold, and you've had your ups and downs, right? But I feel like this is a real sense of loss for a very long time, a real sense of lack for a very long time. And this wasn't ups and downs, this was ongoing for them. It felt like a real journey, a real path. It could have gone on for years, okay? Or it felt like it was going on for years. And to come out of this for them and to make it through that window here, you know, they're seeing that window now, and that window is you, the warmth on the inside, okay? And they're going to approach that window and go to the other side of that window, and into that house, into that what makes them feel at home, okay, which is you, and they're going to be, you know, okay now. So that's the way I'm feeling. But this is, yeah, this could be past energy. They feel like if you're part of them, then this lack isn't going to be as burdensome to them. Okay, so perhaps, you know, this event for some of them, you know, because this is for a general reading, this event, it really was permanent. It was a permanent change in their life, a permanent loss, and of some sort, or perhaps something that felt like it made a mark on them forever. But now they're with you, it's really a lot easier for them, because they feel a sense of completeness. They feel a sense of being together through thick and thin, and really knowing where their life is leading to now and what is really important to them. Okay, and they're quite fragile still. I mean, I don't want to use the word fragile, but they are. And that blanket, you know, it's a sense here of, you know, that blanket needs to be around for a long time so that they can have that. And, you know, perhaps they do actually have a blanket and that comforts them. You know, they have a throw or a blanket that they lay with sometimes, or have done in the past, to comfort them. But I'm saying here that, or perhaps you should get them one, Libra. So, yeah. And it's been really a place of safeness, you know, to really have these emotions grounded in the back, you know, perhaps in the back of their mind. But yeah, wow. But you understand. I mean, if they express this to you, you would understand, okay? And their current situation is trusting you for any of this, and perhaps you're part of the reason why they can move forward, okay? You give their life a lot of purpose and meaning, and I feel like they do for you. They will be for you as well. Definitely, this is a long-term journey. So, Libra. Libra. Wow, just so smooth. These cards today for your reading, a real silky feeling, a real smooth feeling here. So, you know, this is going to be a relationship that is, you know, moving to calmer waters, I feel. So now let's look at how you view your partner, okay? We're going to see how you view your partner at this time. So we looked at the current situation for both of you. Okay, wow, so perhaps you do know, Libra. Perhaps you do know. Okay, I've got 4 cards that have come out. I've been shuffling for a while. I'm going to take them all. I feel like these are just flowing for you, okay? And I feel like you're going to understand and resonate with them. So we have first, this is how you view your partner. The 8 of Swords. So you see them as perhaps they are trying to heal, and this is really a mental prison here. So perhaps they've, you know, been through some real struggles and they're trying to overcome them, and you see them working towards overcoming them, because you see this person is tied, they have a blindfold on, but they can walk out of these swords. They're not pinned down, and you know, the sense that they have a blindfold on, this is about, you know, having to use creativity, their mind, their intellect, and you know, the way they feel within, their intuition, in order to get through these swords, in order to walk through these swords, because they can't see ahead, right? So that's you see them and you want to untie these, but you do realise that this is them, this is really inside them, and they have to address this, and you can be there to lead the way at the other side, okay? Because you very much want to help, you want to balance situations. And when you look at this, when you look at them, you know, whatever this struggle has been for them in their life, or perhaps situations around them, you just want to help straight away and create balance, and you're determined to. Even there's a sense of perhaps being a little bit protective here, okay? And then we have the Empress card. So even though they're going through this, you see them as quite successful with the Empress. The Empress is the mother of the deck. This is someone you can settle down with and build a home with. You see, you feel like she's looking upon this relationship, and you know, you're looking upon this relationship also and thinking about what you can grow together, and you feel like she can create this, she can manifest this. You know, this is what I was talking about earlier with the number 3. You feel, you know, whatever she's manifesting, you believe in her, and you know that she is going to build this forest. She's already had a forest behind her. She's got a lot of depth to her and unconditional love to give. So you know, and this could be vice versa as well. This could be you feeling unconditional love no matter what happens, you know, through this situation here. You know, you have unconditional love and support for this person every step of the way, and you really do believe in what they have to give to the world, okay? And this is also, you know, they could be the mother to your children, they could be, you know, the wife of your dreams here, and you're taking this very seriously. This is a relationship where, I mean, this is a journey that you do not intend to break off at any time, okay? You intend for this to be something that is permanent in your life, okay? So interesting. And you see, you know, they have a really deep-rooted pain here that they've had to go through, and I'm just seeing here, you know, 3 swords, you know, so perhaps there's 3 different circumstances that they've been through, and you see that the Empresses are 3, so it's like for everything they've been through, they've made it out in some way. They've been able to overcome this to a degree, and that could be within their mind. They're just so beautiful to talk to, and understanding, and their experiences to you are just incredible. And you know, incredible. What I mean by that is you're just so you know, you can't believe that this person exists after everything, okay, that they've been through, and their mind and the way they think, you're in awe of the way they think. And you know, this may be from a lot of pain, you know, that they've had to go through, a lot of storms, and their heart has remained red, okay? You see there's a storm in this card, and you know, those swords have penetrated, but there's colour, there's still colour to them. You still see them as this Empress. So you know, there's a real sense of, oh man, just knowing that they are everything to you. And I don't want, you know, you have to be in a certain mindset to receive this message, and I feel like you're ready for this, okay? If this is a new relationship, you're definitely at a point now where you can take those steps, or perhaps you're going to take your relationship to the next level if you're already in one. And you see here, this came out as well, so the 3 that came out, 4, was it 4 or 3? The 6 of Pentacles here. Okay, this is about you balancing, finding balance and understanding what they have been through, understanding the trials and tribulations, and wanting to create balance, wanting to create some sort of justice, and a good, you know, you have goodwill here. This is your duty. You feel like this is your responsibility to help this person, and vice versa. This is about giving and receiving. So whatever they give to you, you want to give back to them. And, you know, if you've had bad karma in the past, either of you, you know, you're getting that good karma now, and you're supporting one another through everything. You know, whatever you've put in, you're going to receive now. So you just want what's best for this individual. That's what I'm getting. Frankly, they deserve it. They deserve everything. And you're not approaching them from any period of lack whatsoever. Any lack they have, you feel like they deserve a lot more. You're not judging them, or, you know, you're not contributing to this pain, whatever this is. Okay, you're trying to work now towards letting them get out of this pain. How can they get out of this pain? And perhaps it's, you know, deep rooted and they're not expressing this to you as much, or, you know, I'm just thinking there's a real focus here on, you know, wanting to heal. Okay, moving forward. So I just feel like this is quite a beautiful reading. This is quite a genuine relationship that's moving forward and getting through situations together. Okay, yeah, letting go. We have the Devil card, and I feel like this is you wanting them to let go and assisting them, leading the path forward. Okay, so you see they have these chains around them. They feel quite restricted, but they're loose. They're very much in their mind, and you're holding their hand, and, you know, you're leading them, you're showing them the light, and they're letting go of a lot of these, you know, situations that have really hurt them in the past, I feel. Okay, you're both saying goodbye to that. You're both saying goodbye. So this could be in the future, you know, if this is, you know, you see them still as everything happening, but, you know, what do you see when you look at this card? What do you see? That, you know, recovery. This is recovering. Every situation that, oh, okay. Every situation that's been hindering them in some way, I mean, you see that, and you see how this has impacted them. Okay, and there's balance that needs to be made here, and you're the one here that, you know, you feel responsible, and they're working as well quite hard to get out of this. Okay, and this is all to do with addressing the issue, addressing the situation on the inside first. So you see here this period of, oh, I feel very like I can't, you know, breathless right now as well, you know. And the Four of Swords, the Hermit, you know, letting go. This is very much about letting go. Okay, saying goodbye to that. And, you know, it's going to be a long journey, definitely, because you've been, you know, your current situation, you've been really going within yourself and trying to figure out a path forward that's, you know, taking everything into consideration. So that tells me that, you know, this is what you can work through together gradually and help one another. Okay, Libra. There's determination here. There's real determination. So how do they see you, Libra? How do they see you? Okay. So we have the Five of Wands. And this for me is a card of training, a card of growth, okay? You see, these are all students, they are equals, and they're learning to master these wands, okay? And they're training together in order to do so. So this is, you know, this is all about growth. These ones are much bigger than them. So this is your partner. They're looking at you and they're wanting to grow with you. They're wanting to develop with you and work together as equals. Okay, there's a real sense of equality here for them. Okay, and I feel like for you as well, you want that balance. But I'm seeing here they really want to work with you. And, you know, there's messages here that are quite important, I feel. You know, they do like that you want to help them. And perhaps they were a little bit hesitant at first. They felt a little bit guarded in some way. But I really feel like they really respect you for, you know, being, you know, so understanding of everything in their journey. And, you know, or this is what they want. They want you to be understand, you know. So this is beautiful. This is beautiful, okay, Libra? And you're such a gentle soul. Okay, you have so much experience behind you, and you know, okay, after this period of introspection, you know what is needed here, and that comes from talking with one another and really assessing the situation and what you can do. So they look at you and interesting. Let me think about this card for a second. They're closing themselves off a little bit. So they love you deeply, okay? There's no doubt about it. But there's certain emotions and feelings that they are holding back because it's just too much for them. And you know how I was saying earlier, I kept saying about how, you know, they have to really go within here and control these feelings. And, you know, this is them. They're kind of blocking off some certain feelings because, you know, it's so good, you know, with you, it's too good to be true in a way, that they have to take a step back and they have to kind of turn off these emotions. And please don't be sad when I say that, because, you know, they've got a lot for you already, and, you know, this is just part of them being a bit distant, being a bit withdrawn, and not being able to process everything completely. And perhaps in order to tell you what they're going through, in order to work through these situations with you, Libra, in order to deal with that, in order to cope, they have to take a step back a little bit from you. That's the way I'm feeling towards this card. That's the way they see you. They see you as someone that they can build with, that they want to build with, but they're quite, you know, they're a little bit hesitant to do so, and they feel like they're a bit worried about extending all these feelings and emotions and you leaving them in any way. There's a little bit of a fear there that, you know, if they express themselves to you and this isn't forever, and by that I mean that could literally be they get married to you and then you leave them in 10 years. You know, it's that sort of way. Do they open themselves up to you and you know, talk about everything? And, you know, but actually it's really strange because I'm getting that my guides are telling me that they know you're going to be with them forever. They're certain of that. But it's like they're so used to these relationships in the past or these situations in the past that have brought them down in some way, that they, in a way, they kind of can't believe it. Okay, they can't believe that you're extending your cup here. You know, and this is them holding something back, and this could be something little. This is little feelings that they're holding back, perhaps, you know, or perhaps to do with their healing that they're trying to go through. And you see, you're extending your cup, okay, but they're just, I feel like this is important. That's, yeah. When the camera takes time to focus, that means there's a lot of energy that needs to, you know, that's very important. Yeah, look, see, after I said that, it went into focus. Okay, so what I'm feeling here is a sense of being a little bit nervous, okay, and holding oneself back. It could be the tiniest, okay? I feel like they've said a lot to you, they've expressed a lot to you, or they're going to. But, you know, there's a sense of anticipation for this that they can't deny, okay? I feel like that's going to make sense for whoever it's for. Okay, so I just took the time to move the cards over because this is quite a substantial reading. I could really go quite in depth for a few hours about this if I'm honest, but we'll carry on now. So how do they view you, Libra? This card. Okay. They're quite, what I'm getting is they're protective over you, and this is because of their past, and they're looking at you and they're wondering, it's as though they're looking over their shoulder and wanting to make sure that you're okay. And, you know, they're moving forward with their life, they're moving forward with their journey, and they're preparing, you know, they've got a lot of ideas here that they're holding in their hands, and there's a real sense of wanting to manifest, okay, wanting to create something, working towards something with you. But while they're doing this, they keep looking back at you and they can't really help themselves, but they feel like they have a bit of a mask on. Okay, so this is more to do with them, I feel. So I'm saying, how do they view you? But it's like they view you as they're just protective, and they've got a mask on. So that's more to do with them, isn't it? Because, you know, they have these feelings again. So yeah. There's something that they have to reveal to you, and it's nothing that's going to hurt the relationship, I feel, Libra. But, you know, it's something that you can work through together. That's definitely the case. Okay? Also, what I'm getting is their past relationships did hold them back quite a lot. Their past relationships did take from them a lot, and they were quite exhausting, and, you know, they really did, you know, situations in their life really did cause them to not trust people. And I'm feeling they do trust you, but subconsciously, when they approach you, they kind of expect you to behave the way that their past relationships have, and that's just not the case. Okay, and I feel like they know that, logically they know that, but subconsciously underneath there's these feelings, okay, of maybe there's an abandonment feeling, there's a fear here of abandonment or something similar, and they see you and they're putting on a mask, and it's because deep down, and that mask could be so tiny, okay, so please don't take this too seriously, take it with a pinch of salt here. I just feel that, oh, it's a really complicated message that they're giving me. My guides are saying that they look at you as though you may do this subconsciously, that you may do something to hurt them in the future, but they know, they are absolutely certain that you're not going to. So there's a sense here of absolute certainty, and at the same time within themselves, you know, deep rooted, okay, a fear. Okay, so expand on that in your minds here, and really take time to sit and think about really what this could be and how you can create balance in this situation for them, okay? And they do see you as bringing them a long-term commitment here. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is actually everything that they could perceive as value, as worth in a relationship, they see in you. Okay? So they want a long-term commitment with you for sure. They do. They see you as sincere and truthful and extending your hand to them, and they are going to hold your hand right back and take this long-term relationship together and make it long-standing, make it really what it deserves to be. They want to walk through this path with you, and what's on the other side you can see a little bit, but you can't see a lot, but it looks like mountains, okay? So they're ready to walk through this path and explore these mountains of discovery, of, you know, real personal and relationship, love, exploration here, you know, going places where both of you have never been before, within your hearts, okay? And really opening up to whatever is ahead of you, whatever challenges lay ahead, just being part of that together. And I'm even thinking perhaps there is a journey, perhaps that, you know, someone is going travelling, perhaps they're going on a retreat here, and really all taking the time here to, you know, develop and grow. And you could be doing that together. Perhaps they see you as, you know, a place of retreat, a place of calm, a place of peacefulness, a place of balance, and they wouldn't be with you if they didn't feel that way, okay? That's what I'm getting. They're quite, because of everything in the past, they're quite serious about who they want to be with and who they, you know, want to marry. And they see you and they know that you're the one. Like, there's certainty here. They know, and it's a real inner struggle here for them, I'm feeling. And it's not, you know, you're amazing to them. They really think the world of you. Okay, they see you as, you know, offering something that is actually of substance, that is tangible, that is realistic and grounded, Libra. Okay? They really do. Okay. How do they see Libra? How does Libra's partner see them? Regarding love. Regarding love. Okay. Yep. You bring them clarity. So you see, this is about overthinking. This is about being in their heads and, you know, being quite confused within themselves, okay? This is deep within. This is an emotional card. This is about feelings, okay? And you give them clarity. You provide them with clarity, okay? Just by, I feel your presence here, okay? You're that light. You see that moon? The moons light up the dark, so you're that light in the darkness, and you can really show them ways forward in situations that they didn't really comprehend before. You know, you can show them that path. Okay, you see there's a path here going through this water. You know, that's what I'm seeing. You have, you know, your focus here. I mean, for them, you have a real good influence on their life. And when you're together and when you're in each other's company here, they feel a sense of clarity, they feel a sense of deep knowing, okay? And that's really a contrast from overthinking, from, you know, being in their heads about this and being in their heads about their life, perhaps, you know, being surrounded here by a few, you know, their life has been hard, okay? But you offer them commitment, stability and clarity, and, you know, they have to, you know, you're extending your cup to them, and they want this cup, they want to build this relationship, okay? They really do, and they're trying to work through and help themselves, not only for themselves, but for you also. And there's nothing wrong with them. There really is nothing wrong with them. I feel like they perceive that there's something wrong with them at times, okay? And there really isn't anything. This is all very natural because of their situations that they've been through to feel this way. And they're coming out of this with you, and you're going to approach everything together, okay? And Libra, you've been through quite a lot as well, so you understand. I feel like you really needed to look into their mind a little bit, because this reading has been quite focused on them, I feel. And I feel like that's because, you know, you want to know so that you can build a solid foundation, right? So whatever weak foundations have been set, you know, that have hindered their life, or both of your lives in the past, right? You want to build a solid, stable foundation here, and in order to do so, you know, you're willing to work together, and, you know, that's about being open with one another and really messaging one another and taking the time to understand. And, you know, this is really not just about the connection here. This is about emerging together, okay? So this is possibly a twin flame bond, soulmate twin flame, but really take it how it resonates with you, Libra. So now I feel, let's get into the relationship and where this relationship is going. Okay, so we've your situation, their situation, how they see you, how you see them. That really did take a long time, and I had so much more to say, but you know, we need to, you know, I have much more that I want to address in this reading, but I just can't, because you know, I'm setting it as an hour and a half, so I'm going to move on now and see how much I can do in this time frame for you. So we have the Ace of Wands here, and this moving forward, there's a lot of passion, there's a journey ahead. The Wands are about journeys, and this is about moving forward together and focusing on what makes you happy, and focusing on, you know, being quite determined to achieve together, and, you know, feel this real sense of deep emotion here, I feel, with the Ace of Wands in this scenario. And you see what grows from this. You know, there's a lot that's going to grow out of this passion that you both have, and perhaps a lot of intimacy, that some really core bonding here, some real true intimacy that you both, I feel, are welcoming. You know, it's magnetic in a way. When you're together, it's so it's physical in a sense of you really feel each other. You really sense each other, you really feel each other, and perhaps there's a lot of touching that you need to do. There's a lot of holding hands and just embracing one another and feeling each other's energy here. So igniting the fire, you know, you're both, I feel, igniting that flame within you, and there's some decisions to be made moving forward, you know, because of everything that you've both had to overcome with a lot of strength. And, you know, this is very logical decisions that you're making. They're very, you know, you both are very much putting a lot of thought into this relationship from all perspectives, all angles, you know, and wanting to create the best future. The King of Swords is the king that people go to make long-standing decisions, okay? Long-standing, life-changing decisions. And whatever the King of Swords puts their mind to here, they really do invest themselves. They fully commit until this is done. This is, you know, that sort of energy of, you know, wanting to make the world a better place and doing everything possible in order to make that happen. So, you know, this is the energy coming into this relationship. It's really a sense here of determination, and a lot of big decisions are being made, I feel, in your future. You're both very intelligent. Okay, the way you're going about this relationship is very mature, very civilized, very intelligent, and yeah, this is a couple. This is a couple that is going to be successful because you both want the same thing. You both have the same intentions here. You both want the same outcome. You may be approaching, you know, you both have individual approaches here, but I feel like you very much, you know, have the same wants and needs, and in a sense values, morals and values when it comes to love. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here, Libra. Okay. The future of this relationship for Libra. I'm really sorry about the noise. That's my... I'm alone, so the noise is actually my neighbours. So I do apologise for that in advance, okay? But I would like to get on with this video, so I'm going to. So we have the Eight of Pentacles here, so you're both going to be putting in a lot of hard work, and this is about, you know, all of that experience, putting in that experience in order to, you know, gain something back, in order to build that home, build that happy environment, build a long-standing commitment, okay? The Pentacles are all about what you perceive as worth, and you're both working towards that together, and staying quite focused, staying, you know, you both have the same goals and you're going to achieve them, I feel. That's this sort of card for me. This is what this energy is for this card. So, yeah, this is telling me that whatever you put into this relationship, all this hard work, you're going to receive, okay? This is going to be very abundant, very fruitful. And I keep looking at the house in the background of that card, and I'm seeing here that, you know, this is really going to be a solid foundation. Whatever this foundation is that you're building, that you're focusing on building right now, I'm getting that right now, okay? This foundation is going to be successful. Wow, so we do have the Sun card. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. This is complete fulfillment, okay? In your relationship. You see the wall here? This child can be free. They can be themselves to their core because they're safe behind this wall. And the flowers here stand strong, and the sun, it beams bright, okay? You know, this is about wish fulfillment, and as well being able to, feeling a sense of history with them, feeling a sense of really knowing each other to your core, having that sort of bond where, you know, it takes you back to when you were younger, okay? And really the deep, who you are deep within. And it's a period here of not only self-discovery but also discovering and creating together a happy family, a happy life, okay? Oh, and you see here the blanket, this blanket here, you know, in this happiness, they've still got their blanket. This is what I'm feeling. You know, the blanket at the beginning, I was saying they need that to feel comfort. You know, it's like, okay, they've got their blanket still, but, you know, you're both so comfortable with one another that it's flying. How beautiful. Okay? So, you see here? This is what, okay, you work, you put in that hard work, this is what you get. Okay, and this is wish fulfillment. The happiest card in the deck. I feel you both know what you want, you both know what you're working towards, you both know what you need to address in order to make that happen, and yeah, you're going to make it happen. So 2 cards have popped out, effortlessly coming out, Libra, okay? We have the Queen of Cups, and we also have the 6 of Cups here. So, you know, this is quite significant, I feel. So you see, I was saying about memories, nostalgia, taking you back. So you feel, I feel you both feel like you've known each other, you've been in a relationship for a very long time. Even if you haven't, there's that feeling, okay, of a sense of permanence, a sense of, you know, deep within, having that sense of self and sense of self with you as well. So, you know, part of each other, and you know, this is an exchange of cups, this is an exchange of happiness again. So, you know, feeling complete, building a sense of community within yourselves, okay, a sense of home within yourselves. And you see those cups are full. So the future of yours that you are having together, I feel like there's plenty of fulfillment here in all different angles. Whatever you want to achieve together, whatever these different ideas you have that are going to be fulfilling, I feel like there's more than one. I feel like they're all going to blossom in their own time, and you're going to share these with one another. And I feel in old age as well, it's going to be, you know, this is really a lifetime connection here with this card, okay? It really does. It takes you back. It really does take you back and make you think about your whole life and how far, you know, what has happened in order to get to this point together. And this came out with the Queen of Cups, okay? So there's a lot of emotion here, and perhaps it's overflowing, this very sensitive bond, okay, that you both have. She has this water at her feet, and she's looking upon this depth, the depth of this relationship, the depth of their experiences for one another, the emotions that are unraveling together through this love. And the anticipation itself is quite deep, okay? And I feel what I'm getting here is if they haven't opened up, then, you know, when you both do find that place, it's going to be so sensitive, so deep, so touching to both of you, okay? And, you know, this is big. This is a big commitment, okay? I'm noticing how big this throne is. This is quite huge for both of you and your partner. The Queen of Cups is quite fragile, okay? And quite sensitive and protective, but loving. So loving and fair and honest, okay? So what I'm getting here is that your partner, Libra, as well here, you know, they have trouble with their, I feel, expressing themselves, because it's such a sensitive topic, it's so emotional for them that it's hard to really control their emotions. So if they ever hold back to you, if they're ever a little bit distant, Libra, that's because they know that they're what I'm getting is they know their breaking point. They know their breaking point, and they know that they have a lot, okay, that their emotion for you that's within them, and it's just they have to turn it off, okay, because it's just so overwhelming. And you know, they might even deny it of themselves a little bit, in some way. Please don't get worried when I say that, okay? It's probably subconscious, okay? The next card that came out was this card, and I was thinking about this card before the reading, and I was thinking that if this does come out, this is a victory card. This is about being quite humble, okay? This is about, I feel, understanding others and understanding each other's needs, and really pursuing those little victories together and taking credibility as a unit, okay? So you're very much here approaching situations, approaching achievements, and acknowledging each other's efforts. Okay, you see he's holding the swords of his opponents and he's won, but he's looking back at them and he's, I feel, actually admiring them for their victory and vice versa. I don't know how to explain it. This card can often mean the opposite, but what I'm getting of this card is a different energy. It's about truly acknowledging each other for your worth, okay? Always looking back and making sure that each other are fulfilled in, you know, and in whatever situations, and truly being grateful for each other's achievements. And you'd be surprised, okay, because some readings I do, you know, individuals are not happy for their partners, or, you know, there's this sense, you know, stuff like that. There's little things like that can really be upsetting, you know. And I feel like with you, there's no worries whatsoever here. Okay, so for the future, for your relationship, we have the Page of Swords and we have the Four of Wands here. And you know what this is telling me, Libra? You're very protective over one another. You're very, I feel, guarded to this relationship. Perhaps you're private people, and if you're not private people, then I know that this is about really looking out for one another and protecting one another and wanting what's best for each other, putting each other first before any other situation, okay? So this is in the future for you. And this came out with the Four of Wands, okay? This is the marriage card. This is about commitment. This is twin flame 1111, okay? A communion, a union, and celebrating how far you've come together and realising that this journey is so substantial moving forward. There's so much more that you both have to approach here. And marriage is all about that bond. It's about having that faith in one another, isn't it? So there's a real sense of stability with the number 4, faith, you know, and structure. And notice here that we're ending on the number 4. And we went through this and we saw the number 1, didn't we? The number 2, the number 3, and now we've got the number 4. So really this is about now that new step, that big step, okay, that we were talking about in the beginning. There's a real sense of, I feel, building this relationship further, taking a big step in this relationship and realising, and not even realising, just an inner knowing that this connection now is one that's for life, and it's going to be quite a lot of growth and development for both of you on your journey, okay? So that's very beautiful and passionate, okay? And you see here, you see these flowers here. And I'm looking at the Magician card, okay? So we see, when I expanded on your partner's current situation, I said that she's looking at these, he or she is looking at these flowers, okay? I feel getting in touch with their feminine side, because sometimes I do say she, so perhaps they're getting in touch with their nurturing side here, but I feel you see all of this nature, all of these flowers, okay, that they want to build, and they see it as both of yours. You see how this union, these flowers here, are on the top, okay, and they're binding this connection together. So this is what they want to manifest. They do want something very long term, possibly marriage, okay, with you, and that's very beautiful, okay. And I feel like you do too. I feel like you both are going to celebrate this together in whatever way. That you both, you know, those little, I feel you have a lot of passion for one another, a lot of deep-rooted passion, okay. You both hit each other to your cause, you're both hitting each other to your cause, and that's why you know, you have an inner knowing that this is your future, okay. structure, stability, a bond, a faith that lasts forever, okay? But also realising there's so much ahead, okay? So, wow, that's really beautiful, okay? That's really beautiful. So I'm going to, I feel, clarify a couple of cards here before we end. So this happiness together, I feel like the sun's quite a significant card here. So let's expand, let's clarify the sun card for Libra, please. Messages for Libra. I really hope that this resonated with you, Libra. I'm really happy for you. Oh wow. So you see the sun, this true happiness, this wish fulfillment. This was divinely guided. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is about divinely, you know, being divinely guided towards something. So I feel like this was meant to be. This change is, you know, this is the end of a cycle, and you both reached the end of a cycle, and then you found one another, okay? And this is a new cycle beginning of love. And this wheel turns regardless, okay? This is what I'm saying. So it's like this change towards happiness is meant to be, it's meant to happen. And you're both moving with this wheel now, and perhaps you feel like you're being swept away, you know, both are being swept into this direction. And I mean, if you really follow your intuition right now, Libra, I feel like, you know, you both, there's an inner knowing, there's a real urge here for this relationship together, because, you know, it is leading to a real sense of contentment, a real sense of feeling complete. And you've both been through quite a lot. We had the Ten of Swords with you, don't forget that, Libra. So you both have, you know, you both deserve this, and this is both your good karma, okay? So let's have another card, please, for Libra. And, you know, let's clarify I was going to put another card for the Sun, but I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands here, this commitment, okay? This bond that is like marriage, okay? For you, and let's see where this takes us. Okay. So I've asked what's in your future, and this card to me, I have to just say straight away, the answer is endless possibility. Okay, and my guides are telling me not to expand on that anymore. So the Fool card is about taking a leap. I'm just going to explain the Fool card for a second. The Fool card is about taking a leap of faith, you know, and not knowing what's ahead. And because they don't know what's ahead, there's endless possibility. And you see the sun in the background that we just addressed, that pure happiness, you know. It's about, you know, taking that jump. But what I really feel here is endless possibility. There is endless possibility in this commitment, this Four of Wands, okay? So that's very beautiful. And you can expand on that in your mind, okay? What possibilities are there? What are these endless possibilities, Libra? Okay, is this a marriage? Is this a way forward together? Is this about expanding on a relationship that's already quite substantial, or is this a new relationship that you're just beginning now, and there's so much in store for both of you, okay? So really beautiful energy, both of you, very beautiful energy, a very mature relationship, okay? Mature, a very experienced couple, and I'm just, thank you for being on this journey with me. I'm very much grateful that I can experience this with you, and I feel both of your energy. I go through this and I feel everything. I'm very grateful for for your support as well. It's really meaningful. Really meaningful. So thank you for your time, and I really do wish you the best in this journey ahead, in this experience ahead.